and welcome to Yoga with India. I'm India and thank you for choosing to wind down with me tonight. So this is an evening yoga practice, perfect if you want to relax, wind down, release before you're heading off to bed. Now, some of us struggle with sleeping because we lead such busy lives, or maybe our mind's a little bit too active. Maybe we have too much adrenaline pumping around our bodies from the day that we've just led. So we need to wind down and release before we go to bed to make sure we get a good night's sleep, because sleep is one of the most important things to have to remain happy, healthy, and generally have all-round good wellness. So as you can see, I'm in my baggy, comfy yoga pants. Feel free to do this in your pajamas too. Just find a space in your bedroom and let's chill out and wind down before we head off to bed. All right. So finding yourself in a really comfortable position to begin with on the mat, sat down, legs crossed ideally. Maybe you might need to lengthen the legs a little bit away from you to feel comfortable. That's the most important thing. We want to feel comfortable right now. And we're going to start by just placing the palms of the hands on the knees, a sense of grounding at the end of our day. And just gently closing off the eyes. And just begin to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Good. So you might have gone through your whole day without even noticing the breath, which is mad when it's a thing that we have with us all day long. So just take a moment to tap into the breath. Feel the body sigh and release as you exhale. And allow all the worries, questions, things left undone from today, allow them to release with the breath. For the next 10 minutes or so, you don't need them. Just let them go. Good. And just gently draw the shoulders up to the ears. And then release them all the way down the spine towards the hips. As you release those shoulders down, see if you can grow a little taller out of your seat. Good, another focused breath here. And then gently taking the fingertips to your side. And gently opening the eyes. Welcoming the light back in. Good. All right, let's stretch over to our right side. A really gentle stretch. And then slowly just swinging the arms all the way around. We're going to come over to the left. Oh, I've got a few clicks going on there. All right, we're going to go back over to the right. So swinging those arms around, placing a hand on the mat. Taking the arm right over your ear. And back around to the left. Good. Okay, and then taking the arms and just keeping them at that center point, reaching the hands through, allowing the head to dip down, really grounding those sit bones down into the mat. It's all about rooting and grounding at the end of our day, so that we feel safe and secure. All right, slowly walking those hands all the way back up. We're going to release our left leg out to the side. And you can flex your foot here. So your right knee is still bent. Just take your hand just behind the leg. And then just reaching over with the right arm. We're going to take a deeper side stretch here. So the more you flex your foot, the more of a stretch you'll get. Just see how you feel today. And we want to try and keep the arm in line with our ear. Good. Just watch that right knee doesn't want to pop up. I can see mine trying to. Deep breaths. Nice. Good. All right, taking the arm all the way back over, we're going to take the left leg and bend the knee and find ourselves in our mermaid pose. And then just walking the hands over the right leg. Allow the chest to soften down, allow the head to dip. Good. Getting a slight stretch to the side here. A little stretch on the right quad too. And just surrendering over the leg. Good. And then gently walking the hands back up. And placing the leg back in that crossed leg position. Ready to go on the other side. So we're going to lengthen out the right leg now. Growing nice and tall out of your seat. Maybe flexing that right foot if you want to. Right hand comes behind the leg. And then we stretch over with our left arm. Oh, feel that stretch in the inner thigh. This one should feel like a good stretch, a nice stretch. You can always look right up and under the arm if you want to feel the length in the spine a little bit more. Good. Keep connecting to the breath. And then gently coming all the way up and over. Good. All right, bending the right leg behind us, finding ourselves in our mermaid pose on the other side. This time walking the hands over the left knee. Allowing the chest to dip down, allowing the head to pour through the arms, softening. Good. And you can put as much energy into the arms as you feel like doing. But spreading those fingers out nice and wide. Really allow them to feel the ground underneath you. Good. And then walking those hands all the way back up. All right, coming back into your crossed position, and now we're going to tip forward onto all fours. So we're going to take our fingertips nice and wide, and then lining our hands underneath our shoulders and our knees underneath our hips. And just gently 3 rounds of cat and cow pose. So drawing the belly button all the way up to the spine, pressing the hips forward and looking through the legs. And then exhale, belly goes down. Good. And again, drawing that belly button all the way up. And exhale, softening down. Good. And one more time, drawing that belly all the way up. Pressing the hips forward, looking through the legs. And exhale, soften. Good. And then finding yourself back into that box. All right, we're going to come down onto our forearms now. So coming into our puppy pose. So onto our forearms, spreading your fingers nice and wide. And then tucking the toes under. And then just gently lifting the tailbone up. You can keep the knees bent if that's what feels good for you. Or just lengthen the legs. You want a deeper stretch, really sending that weight back down into the heels. And breathing here, feeling that stretch all the way through the backs of the legs. This should feel really good at the end of the day. Nice. And then gently dropping the knees down, sinking the weight back into the heels, and coming into a closed hip child's pose. So either having the arms out in front of you, or if you'd like to, taking the arms behind you and allowing that forehead to dip down to the mat. Good. A couple of breaths here. This is a really sacred pose if you want to feel safe and secure. Good. All right, let's just go through that one more time. So coming back up into your box. Taking the arms down to the forearms. Spreading the fingers nice and wide, tucking the toes under, and then taking the tailbone as high as you can go into your puppy pose, sending that weight back into the heels. Feeling the stretch through the backs of the legs, Allowing the neck to soften. Try not to hold on to any energy in the neck. Good. Just going at a pace your body will allow, a pace that your body wants to go. You shouldn't be fighting anything this evening. Lovely. And then gently drawing those knees back down and coming back into your child's pose. Once again, either arms out in front of you or bringing them right by your side. A couple of deep belly breaths here. Still softening through the whole body. Good. Okay, gently coming all the way back up onto all fours. And then just crossing the legs, shuffling the body forward onto your bottom, shuffling that forward, and then slowly coming down onto your back. Good. And arms are just going to be down by our side. And we're now just going to begin to tip our knees from right to left. So we're really allowing them to go from side to side. Just giving a little bit of movement in the hips. You can go as fast or as slow as you'd like to go. But every time you come back up through that middle point, really notice the feet grounding to the floor and then allowing them to peel back off the mat. And then slowly gripping back to the floor as you draw the knees up and allowing those knees to fall down to the side. Good. Okay, on your next tip down to the right, we're going to drop our knees all the way down. Let them fall there and look to the left. A little twist here. Good, and then gently drawing the knees all the way back up. And now this time over to the left, so allow those knees to fall to the left, looking to the right for a deeper twist. Good. Allowing those knees to soften, allowing them to fall to the floor. Good, all right, slowly bring the knees back up. And then drawing the knees in towards the chest, bringing the hands to the knees, and just 3 rotations around one way and 3 rotations around the other, giving the lower back a little bit of a massage there, a little bit of attention. Okay. And then coming into happy baby, so just bringing the feet up to the sky, drawing the knees in towards the armpits, and then either taking the first 2 fingers and wrapping them around the big toes, or maybe the sides of the feet, bending the elbows a little bit and just taking it easy here, going at your own pace. You might want to have a little bit of a wiggle. If you want to, you might want to rock from side to side, or you might want to just stay here in the pose, just drawing those knees further down. Good. And just go wherever feels good for you. Nice. Oh, really feeling it in the hips there. Beautiful. All right, let's slowly soften the legs all the way back down. And just allow those legs to lengthen out right away from you. Allowing the palms to turn up to the sky now. And reaching Shavasana, relaxation. Perfect for winding down just before we go to sleep. So just allowing the eyes to shut down. Allowing every muscle, every part of you to release and melt away, allowing the breath to soften. and giving yourself permission and time to switch off. Okay, you can either stay here or follow my lead by wiggling the fingers and the toes. Taking the arms overhead, full body stretch. Then rolling over to your side. And then maybe pushing up with your hand, going back into that comfortable seat you took at the beginning of class. Let's take our hands back down to the knees and just gently open the eyes if you haven't already. Inhale, hands coming all the way up, palms meet. Exhale, down to heart center. Inhale, hands coming all the way up. Exhale, down to heart center. One more time. Inhale, hands coming all the way up. Exhale, down to heart center. Bowing your head to your heart and the heart to the ground. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me in this relaxing evening practice. Please do subscribe to the channel so you don't miss another yoga video, and see you again soon. Bye.